To get started, so what we are going to talk about today is PowerApps Portals with a capital P and a S. So there's a plural in it. That's very important. That's what marketing guys told me to emphasize. And it's for building Power Apps for external users. That's what we want to convey the message. That is our sales pitch to you guys. It's going to be me, Dilip Singh, and my colleague Sandeep, who's going to be talking about and giving you a sneak peek of what is coming and an actual live demo of how it looks today. So these are the goals. We're going to learn why to consider PowerApps Portals, where it all fits in, why we started this, why we are even thinking about it. What can you do with your portals? So some capabilities, some of you might already know because a lot of these are similar to Dynamics 365 portals. And for people who are brand new, we will cover everything what you can do with this. There will be some things which are left out, which we will let you discover. And then there's going to be a nice demo or talking about how to build a portal. We are going to build a portal from scratch, right here in 5 minutes. And then we will also cover a very important topic of what is the difference between this and Dynamics 365 portal, what happens to Dynamics 365 portals, everything. And then we'll talk about some timelines, like when is it coming, how you can use it, all of those kind of things. So to get started, let's talk about why PowerApps Portals. So it all goes back to digital feedback loop. You guys have seen this slide, I can't even enumerate how many times. And it even got changed this time. It has a new thing now. So what we do is, oops, sorry. All right, this is gone. It's a scam call. That's one of true callers. OK, so digital feedback loop. Most important thing about digital feedback loop is you are getting data from everywhere. You are getting signals from everywhere. You are putting all that data and signals, everything in CDS, running intelligence on it, and improving every single one of your experience. One of the key for digital feedback loop has been to engage your customers. That's something which is core to anything you do in a customer-centric world. You are building any process, any business application, it is for some consumer. That is your customer. Your customer need not be someone outside your organization. It can be your employee. It can be a partner. It can be users you don't even know. But you are interacting with your customers, and you are engaging your customers. That's the core pillar of digital feedback loop. And that's where we come in. That's where we were talking about how digital feedback loop inspires digital transformation, and where does portal comes into this. And the key pillar of engaging customer is where portals will help you solve problems. Portal will allow you a way to interact with your customer, engage with your customer, get them access to same apps and processes you have been following internally for them, and be able to take full control of it. So self-service, that's the motto. That's where portals is coming in. Now, why we did it? Why we were talking about building it into Power Apps? Because this is something you guys asked for. This is the #1 idea on Power Apps ideas even today. And it used to be #4 till a couple of weeks back. I did check it. It's not #4 now. So it has been a long-term ask that, yes, this is absolutely awesome. We have CDS. We have built all these business apps on top of it. We have built nice Power Apps. We have built model-driven apps. How do I show it to my customer? How do I get this, one part of my process involves a customer, how do I get it to them? So that's where we were thinking about, OK, how do we do it? We looked at, OK, so fine, there's a Dynamics 365 portal, which is already doing it for all sales, service, marketing use cases. Why not just make it common? So that's where the portal inspiration comes in. And that's where PowerApps Portals is born. So what PowerApps Portals allow you to do is to engage with your customer. What you are building with PowerApps Portal is simple low-code, no-code websites. Again, low-code, no-code is the core thing. Everywhere, that's what we're going to talk about. It allows you to build low-code, no-code websites, which you can extend not only to your employees, but to external users as well, outside your organization. These people can log in using any provider, and we are going to talk a bit more about that. There's a nice WYSIWYG designer to use to get like build out a portal and then get data from your CDS instance. And then there's also pro-dev extensibility. So we are not leaving developers behind. It is low code, no code, and pro code as well, like whatever you can say that. There was a nice term Charles used, I forgot. So I'll do that next time. So there's a nice pro-dev extensibility framework, which you can use to extend for complex use cases, as well as we will ship pre-built templates. We are doing that today with sales, service, and marketing. We keep on continuing them, and we'll add more over time so that you can start faster. Like common use cases which we know you're going to do, like why not just build them? So that was a sneak peek of what it can do. So let's dive into details a bit more and see like what all are the capabilities. So first and foremost, like quick and easy setup experience. Portal is going to be available as a new app type in your like in your PowerApps environment. So today you can create Canvas apps, you can create model-driven apps. There's going to be a third app type called Portal, which you can just create, fill in few details, and voila, your website is up. You can, while creating these websites, if you are using a Dynamics environment, you can actually use one of the pre-built templates which we already ship for Dynamics. Things like customer self-service, employee self-service, partner management. There's an event management template as well, and a community template. You can use those. Or if you're using CDS, like you can start from scratch as well. We give you a whole sample site installed, and then you can go ahead and customize it for your custom use case. So the core principle here is both CDS and Dynamics environments you can create a portal for. You will be able to do all the same capabilities which we were doing before. There's a nice designer experience. So this is, I think, the centerpiece of the whole of this thing. Like once we had thought about bringing into PowerApps, we couldn't leave this behind. We had to make it simple to create a portal. Like today, with Dynamics 365 portals, you can create a website. It takes, I think you have to take your right hand and then bring it over left ear and then stand on one leg or something like that. But it happens. It works. A lot of people use it. It works. Now we are going to make it simple. It should be very simple to create a website and publish it out in like 5 minutes, which we're going to show in demo as well. And this designer is going to do that. It's going to help you to create all your CMS content, all your web pages, all templates, how to do navigations, everything right within a WYSIWYG experience. And then it will have templates as well. So you will be able to define layouting templates and reuse it on multiple pages, as well as you will be able to create something called web templates, which is a pro-dev kind of experience where you will be able to code data into your templates as well and use it as a web service on Portal. Now, all of this is kind of like not useful unless you can get CDS data. And that is the centerpiece of this tech, where everything you are displaying here is actually coming from your CDS instance. So you can use the same model-driven app constructs. You can take a model-driven app form and just put it on Portal, and it will render. It will have a different rendering view, and it will render for your customers. So you can take a view from model-driven app and just place it on Portal. It's going to do a view as well. You can take charts, you can take dashboards, and all of them are like a single one-click components, which you can just add to your Portal. And everything renders in a website-ish kind of experience, rather than like model-driven app, where it takes full page and those kind of things. So you can still control the theming of it completely, but you can use the same construct as model-driven app. Also, yes, you can extend these forms and views as well. So there are like a bunch of capabilities which we add on top of it. It's like sprinkles, kind of like ice cream, right? Like just little sprinkles on the top. So there are things you can do, like add a captcha on the page or on a form, pretty simply. You can take a view and render it as a calendar or render it as a map if you want to. So those kind of things we add on the top as well. Now, again, one of the core capabilities we have been talking about is extending it to people outside your organization. So Portal will allow you to do that. Whatever content you are creating in Portals can be extended and can be given to customers who are logging in using any identity provider which is supported. In a way, I kind of walked me right into that. But yeah, so aim is that you should be able to take all the pages and you should be able to say that you can use a provider like LinkedIn, Facebook, Google, you can use Microsoft accounts. If you don't like those and you actually have an enterprise provider like Azure AD B2C or you're using Okta, Auth0, like all of those you can integrate into Portal. So all of these are simple configurations. It is all standard space. So you will be able to choose, I want to do a SAML2 based provider or OpenID Connect provider, and you can just integrate that into Portal. And we will make it simple for you to do that, especially for the common ones. And then enterprise ones, we will have steps on how to put these 4 settings. Then another important part there is it's not only just login. It doesn't have to be authenticated. People can access portals anonymously as well and do the exact same interactions which an authenticated user can do if you choose to. It's totally up to you. As a portal maker, you can make experiences for anonymous users. You can make experiences for authenticated users. You can do hybrid, that some content only shows up if a user is authenticated and doesn't show up if user is anonymous. So those kind of things you will be able to do. And everything is permission driven. You will be able to define that as a user, you can create a record, or you can create a particular entity record, or read a particular entity record, or whether an anonymous user can do that. All of that is permission driven, so you will be able to define precise permissions on what capability you want to give to your users. And one core thing comes to my mind is one of the biggest problems which comes when you're giving it to your customers is a lot of the time you don't know who is going to access it. So you can't really plan for them to be in your system as a user beforehand and give them licenses and all that kind of stuff. So this doesn't require that. If you're giving it to your external consumers, you can enable self-service registration. You can give them a registration form. They'll come and just be able to log in. You can just do open registration that, let's say, someone with a Facebook account can just log in. And all of that you can automate. Like, you don't have to know who all the users are, get them into system, give them all the roles. All of that is automated the moment you set up this thing. Then the whole experience is of creating a website. And you really don't want to create websites which are ugly looking, although some people prefer that. But like, especially me, like, I can't really make pretty websites like ever. That's why he's doing the demo. So one of the core capabilities is you have to make pixel perfect websites. It can't be that, hey, my form appear like this, or my page can only do 1024 and the sites are going to get cut off. Like, no, it's not acceptable. So that's where everything is driven by CSS, which you own. So you can do inline styling, or you can get a CSS file and upload it and style every single element on the portal. You can also use Bootstrap themes. So this whole tech is based on Bootstrap. We support 3.3 some version of that. So you can take any Bootstrap 3.x theme and just put it on portal, and it will take that. And that's what makes it responsive as well. So because we use Bootstrap, everything becomes automatically responsive as long as you are within Bootstrap parameters. Or if you are creating your own component, you can always make it responsive. We support like multilingual capabilities. So you can actually have a website which has a language selector, so people can look it in different languages. Like, users can have preference. So you can have a drop down given to user where they decide, hey, I want to see it in French always, or English, or whatever languages you have published. We support 43 base CDS languages. So these are the languages in which your forms and views will render, because that comes from CDS. But on Portal, you can actually enable any of language varieties as well. So you can do English US, English UK, English Germany, English China, like all of those things. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, we don't really block you from doing that. And similarly, one of the core things which you'll see, like, anytime any of the new Microsoft product is coming out, if they're not mentioning that, you should ask them, what about accessibility? So this thing is completely accessible. All the components we ship out of the box are 100% Microsoft accessibility compliant. There are public reports which we publish every year on if there are some bugs, what are those, and how do you get away with them. So those kind of things are still applicable here. and the website which you will make will be 100% accessible. And then comes the core piece of how this is all modeled, right? Like you're talking about anonymous users, you're talking about people who don't have to be users in my system. So like, how does all of that works? So the core piece to this is any portal user who is coming to your website is modeled as a contact object in CDS instance. It's not a user. It's not system user. It doesn't show up in Office 365. You don't have to do guest access or anything like that. It is created as a contact object, typically automatically, if you're doing self-service, or you can pre-fill the contacts as well. Now, because contact doesn't have a security model, like all the CDS security model is users and what roles and what entity permissions they can have. So this actually comes with a different security model, which is more open in the sense that you can define how an entity is related to a contact. Like you define it using custom relationships. And in our security model, you will be able to say that this guy has access to this entity because of this relationship. So that's how you define the whole security model. And we are going to publish a lot of documentation on it, on how do you set it up and how do you actually make it really work well. But the model is optimized for both B2C scenarios, where you are, as a user, you should be able to see your records, and you should be able to see records you submitted and some global records. It's also optimized for B2B as well. So it brings in the angle where a contact can be associated to an account, like a person is associated to a company in B2B world. And they are able to see records which are not only theirs, but also which are of their company. So those B2B security models can also be easily modeled with this. All of this, again, we give self-service capabilities to users a lot in portals. So there is a whole profile experience which an end user will have, and you can control what shows up. So that experience will allow them to change simple things like names, and they will be able to do email addresses, select preferences, those kind of things. And one core capability it gives there is a lot of the time, like users have different identities. Like you are something on Facebook and you are something else on Twitter, typically because those are different platforms. And when you are accessing these sites, you sometimes use one, sometimes use another, and you forget what happened. So we allow you to connect those things together. So you can go to a profile management experience, log in as whatever password and username you remember, and then connect your different identities. So you can go, if your website has Facebook enabled, you can go and say, hey, so I'm going to connect my Facebook to this as well, connect my Twitter to this as well. So it doesn't matter how you're logging in, what is your identity provider, you have a single identity in the system, which is your contact record. So that's something we enable. And also this comes with GDPR capabilities as well. So you will be able to show things like terms and conditions to your user, change those whenever you want to, not sneakily, like force people to accept them again, those kind of things. Yeah, we are not building Facebook, so. And then nothing is complete without putting it all into Microsoft ecosystem, right? So we integrate well with other services. Like most of them we integrate really well, some slightly, but we are improving on that. So you will be able to do interesting stuff. So like we had a session this morning on how you can take a Power BI embed report and actually put it on portal, which is apparently a very common scenario in Power BI, where you, as a company, want to give your users access to a Power BI report, and today you had to build that website yourself. So this is something which is very simple with portal. It's like few clicks and done. Then you will be able to integrate SharePoint for the storage, as well as Azure Blob Storage for file storage. So people uploading attachment directly go into Azure Blob or SharePoint rather than being stored in CDS, because CDS storage is a bit expensive. Then Azure AD B2C. That is a thing which works really well with portal, and that is a preferred identity provider as well. If you guys don't know much about Azure AD B2C, in simple words, it's like Azure AD, but for your customers. It's a different directory. It allows you to configure social identities, really complex sign-in, sign-up logic, like a lot of that things. So consider that when you're using portal, that's a very good story along with portals. And then once you have set up a portal, you have to monitor it, see whether people are using it or not. So Azure App Insights is something you can directly take their JavaScript snippet and put it here, and it will just work. If you want additional security, you can do things like enable Azure App Gateway in front of your portal, so all the data traffic flows from there. So think about scenarios which you can do for external consumers, and most of them are supported already. And whatever is not supported, go to ideas, put an idea, and we will make sure it happens. And then none of this is complete without having a no-cliff story. We have to figure out a way that you have to do that little bit extra with your portal every time, or your manager asks for that one more feature which was not possible through a simple drag and drop experience. So for that, there is ProDev extensibility. So we use a templating language called Liquid. It was created by Shopify. It's open source. It's pretty nice format on how to interact with objects. So we give you access to Liquid templates so that you can interact with CDS data directly. So you can actually run standard CDS. You can take a fetch XML from CDS and just directly run it from portal. Like, it's a simple Liquid object we'll give you, and just place your fetch XML there, and whenever that page will load, that fetch XML will run, it will give you data back. So you can create endpoints like that. Like, you hit that endpoint, it gives you XML back or a JSON object back, which is all data from CDS filtered by the user who is accessing it. So those kind of things you can do pretty easily with this. You will also be able to extend using standard CDS constructs. So you have plugins, workflows written on record creation, record updates. All of them will fire. All of them will work as it is. We also offer an interesting way to call external services. Like, if you want to call using JavaScript, like Ajax way, you can actually do that. We allow a way where you can authenticate those calls or secure those calls by portal acting as an identity provider and giving an access token, sort of, which you can use in your service and validate it and then give the data back. So all of those kind of things are possible, and there are links later in the document talking about documentation of a lot. Once we go public preview, all of those will be accessible to you. And then there are options for advanced admin configurations, things like you can do IP address filtering. You can say my portal is only accessible to these 5 IPs, and no one else can access it anonymously or in authenticated way. And it's not that IP is only checked when you are logging in. It is checked on every page load. So the moment user moves out of that IP range, the portal access will be gone. So those kind of things you can do as well. As with all other checkers in the world, we do have a portal checker as well, where it will tell you common configuration problems. It will help you figure out common issues with your portal, and also give you recommendations based on whatever we have learned from a lot of people building it. So that's something which will be available as well. And one last tidbit which comes is, this is for people who are going to run the portal for their companies. You can actually get access to all server-side logs. There's a simple setup to do that. Put them all in a blob storage and then link it with your Splunk or OMS or log analytics. All of those things are possible too. And then with that, where all will be available? So it's going to be available everywhere where CDS is today. So it's going to be in all North American regions, European regions, APAC, Southeast Asia, Japan, all of the data center, it will be available. It will also be available in government clouds. So US Gov Cloud, IL3, as well as IL4. And once I think we have already announced IL5 as well. So it will be there once CDS goes there as well. And pretty much we are going to follow the same path. Wherever CDS is going to be available, we are going to be there soon. So that's the way we actually prioritize our regional deployments. All right, with that, that's a lot of information. So because PMs, we just talk. Now we're going to do the actual thing. We're going to show how it works and hope it works. So all right, fingers crossed. And with that, I'll give it to Sandeep.
So I guess that was a lot of stuff that we saw on slides. Let's see some of that in action today. Okay. So the first thing we said about portals is quick and easy setup. You guys able to hear me all right? Okay. So the first thing we said about portals is quick and easy setup, right? So right from make.powerapps.com, what you see now is the third slide, the third tile on it is portal from blank. So this environment is already pre-provisioned and has the CDS starter in it. So with just a click, what you get is essentially 3 inputs that a user has to do. So let's call this, okay, demo 001. All right. It is a check that the subdomain that you're providing for the website hasn't already been taken. It does that check, all good. You hit on create. It goes and spins up and provisions your portal right away at this moment.
It takes like 30 seconds.
Right.
That's all it takes now.
So,
all right.
okay, let me switch,
Okay.
right? So what it does is it creates the portal, as Lilip said, in 15 seconds, and immediately launches the new designer experience for Power Portals. What you see is the WYSIWYG low-code editing experience that launches right away. Just to take you through the anatomy of this, it has a resident pane on the left-hand side that allows you to do the page management quickly. I'll take you through a few more details of it. There's a components pane from where you can drag drop. Right now, you see a bunch of stuff, including the most important forms and lists, which allow you to expose your respective entity forms and the entity views from CDS into web pages. And this is where you go and manage your web templates so that the page look and feel can remain consistent across your site, and not everybody has to go build a new page from scratch. On the right-hand side, you have a resident properties panel. So any component that you select here which has properties to be edited, you can go and quickly kind of change that on the right-hand side. And of course, there are a few commands that will come on the top. So what you're seeing right now loaded in this new designer experience is the CDS starter portal. Right now, you can go and directly start creating new web pages and start exposing data. Let's take the typical example that we have been following during this Embass event is of the Virgin Atlantic spa booking. So talk about the pixel perfect, right? So today my objective is, this is a JPEG. I want to get to this quickly with minimal effort. Let's see how that experience is for a maker using the new designer. So I go here on the home. From here, since I had already created this portal in the recent apps, right, on make.powerapps.com, I see this new app type called portal. I go here and click on edit. It directly launches the maker experience from here. Also from the Power Apps home, you can actually go and do a bunch of other stuff, right? Update settings, change the name of your portal, delete it, see other details and things like that. So now here, I have modified the template a bit. So because just to save some time, I've gotten the color and theme change in the web templates. What I'm seeing here is my home page for the spa booking website. Here, I have a section that has a placeholder for me already for an image. I get an option on the right-hand side to change the background image of this section. I'm going to upload a new hero image. Let's say I have it here. All right. Okay, this wasn't done. What it does is, there's a construct called web files within portals. It directly kind of puts it on the designer and uploads the file into the CMS behind the scenes. So it's doing all that heavy lifting for you, and this image, right, becomes available in your library to be used across anywhere on this portal. What I'm also going to do is, I'm going to do some basic HTML editing here. What I need is a 3-column section. I just want some images for these. So let me go ahead and add from the components panel a new 3-column section. Here, what I get is the ability to either fill with a background color, or I can choose to put an image on it. Let me actually go ahead and use the components panel to drop 3 image controls, and I had uploaded in my library 3 images for the foot massage, unwind, and the radiant facial. Right. So let me put that up here. So what you're seeing is that the properties panel kind of, quickly helps you within context switch over, and the focus goes on to the most important or the mandatory properties that are needed for the component to be set. Okay, one more. All right. Here, also I feel that the alignment of the section isn't quite right, so I just click here, I go to center line this, I go here, do a center line on this, and it looks more appealing. Also, I feel that the section headers should go in bold, so I get a contextual formatting option here. I can increase or decrease the size, let it remain like that, and I can do that across the board consistently and very quickly. Right. So on the click of save, this all gets kind of saved back, and that's, I guess, looks almost like how I wanted it, right? So this, people in the house today who have seen some of this stuff or done this stuff within Dynamics portals would feel the difference of getting a WYSIWYG editor right here. Now, what I want to do is, I have been providing an option to create a new booking, but what I'm missing here is for the logged in user to see what all are my past bookings or my upcoming bookings. So let's see how that data from CDS can be quickly exposed onto the portal. I go to page management, and on the home, I get this option to add a child page. So if we give it a second, I go and change the page name to be called My Bookings. I can change the partial URL also, so that I don't have to do this later and clean up my partial URLs in the website. If you have noticed, what has happened here is, apart from adding this as a child page to the home, it has also gone ahead and added that as a primary navigation menu item on the top, right? Now, this is because most of the times what we've heard is, for productivity, people go and add pages, and most of the time they do want those items to be appearing in their primary navigation. So here you can actually play around with this a little bit. You'll see that it gives you most basic options to reorganize your pages. If you want to indent them or kind of make one the parent of the other, you can just kind of do all of that. So let's say I want the bookings to move up a bit. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to have people see their bookings that are already in the system, and then from there give an option to create a booking. So I don't really need the new booking as a menu item on the top of the website. So I go here, and from the new booking, what I do is, I'm going to click on this and say hide from navigation. So with a few clicks, what it's doing is, it's allowing me to reorganize the hierarchy of my web pages, and also it's also kind of aligning the web links, what we call in the primary navigation, in line with those pages. And also, if you have a page hierarchy which clearly differs completely from your primary navigation, you can do that management too. So that's going to work as well. Right. Here, I'm on the new booking web page, and I already had an entity form. So entity form is that construct which allows you to have a CDS form display on a web page. The configuration is quite simple. What you essentially do is, you give it a name, you pick the entity. Here the entity is spa booking, and you pick the CDS form, what's going to display. And you're going to use this form for an insert or an update or just a read only. So those are the three options that you get in the mode. So in the advanced settings, this is the stuff the sprinkles that Philip talked about. So with a click of a button, you can actually enable CAPTCHA or disable it, and you can also make it role-based. So right now, if you think that I only want to allow a person to be logged in, and only if that person has the rights in CDS to kind of create a spa booking, so we can click that and enable entity permission. This entity permission is separate from the CDS user security permission. This is completely portal security model that we're talking about here. Right. I'm going to keep it simple, so I'll leave that as it is. I go to My Bookings, which is still a blank page, which I had just recently added. Here, I get some placeholder text, which I can delete, and I can say New Booking. Again, I can format this and make this a little bigger. And what I need here is an entity view from CDS. The construct for that on Portals is entity list. Click on that, drops here. I'm going to create a new one, so I'm call it my bookings view. Here, of course, I can go and select the spa booking as from the list. Similar to how we saw in forms, here it's going to give me a list of existing entity views within CDS. So I want to only show the active spa bookings that I have in CDS. With that, kind of the entity list basic configuration completes at this point. As I had earlier removed the new booking option from the primary navigation of the portal, I want to give a create new link from this list so that users can, in context of that data, kind of also be able to create a new booking right from there. What I do here is, with the flip button, I go and enable create new record option. And instead of form, I want to redirect them to the new booking page that I already have in my set of pages. I go and select a web page. And if you remember, the form that I had specified for new booking shows up right here. Click off it, and I'm done. So here, I think what we have seen is, with minimal number of steps or clicks, you can get your form and entity view data with the same ease that you did for HTML editing on the home page. So the experience is quite consistent, low code, and this is what we have. Now, I want to just kind of quickly show you one more option before I actually go and browse this website in a bit. On the form, we are also integrating it with the CDS, the form designer that you have, right? So from here, if you feel that your form might need a few extra fields or maybe some alignment or some changes to the fields that you have, you can actually just click on edit form. It will inline take you to the form designer. You do your changes, you click on the back button, you come back to portal. So that immersive experience that, and staying productive and relevant to what you're doing, I mean, that's how we kind of, give all these like deep links to the other designers that are possible within CDS today. Okay. With that, let me click this browse website button now and see if my site shows up all right. So here, that's the home page that I just designed. I think the formatting, everything that you saw comes up. And I go to my bookings page. The entity list already shows up the older data that I had, right? So I didn't have to do anything but just pick an entity view and it started showing up. This is the create option that I had enabled, and on click of it, it should take me to the form that I have within CDS, and it already is a fully working create form. So that's essentially, I think, what I have for the maker experience. One last thing is the pro dev, right? We don't want to leave out the pro dev scenario. So what do we have for that? On the web pages, if you haven't noticed, here is a little squiggle which says source code. You can actually get into the full HTML content or of the page or of the content snippet or whatever is in context that you're working on and get its source code right here. This is all where you're going to do all your liquid code editing. So if you have to show a date, or if you kind of want to query fetch XML and put it, you can actually do it right here within the web page context and kind of test it out. And the second thing is you can also go and edit your web templates. Right now, web template editing is a similar source code editing experience, which is a mix of HTML and liquid code. So you can actually go and make updates to your templates and use them, and they appear here when you're creating new pages. Or if you are kind of going and editing later, so you can create a page up front and then change its web template, because it kind of just inherits that at automatically. So here on the right hand side is what you see, how to change a web template. So these are the typical pro dev scenarios that we have, and I think they should cover broadly these things.
Yeah, like very cool.
There's a question in the audience. Can you keep? I mean, we'll just come.
We'll do it in the end. Yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome. That would have taken us like a day to build before, and if all went right. Okay, so coming back to our conversation. All right. So we saw the new portal. Everyone liked it? Yeah. Cool, perfect. So now let's talk about what's going to happen to existing Dynamics 365 portal and how we are not leaving you behind. But that's the first question everyone asks me these days. So, okay. So what is PowerApps Portals? It is Dynamics 365 Portals plus plus plus. There are 3 pluses. It basically is, imagine it. This is the platform on which Dynamics Portals was built. This is the core capability, core data model, CMS system. Everything we use here is what Dynamics 365 Portal is built on. And it gets all capabilities of Dynamics 365 Portal automatically because it's the same platform. Now, what happens is, what this thing is extra providing on top is, first, it takes it out of Dynamics applications. So today, you require sales, service, or marketing in order to use a Dynamics 365 portal. With this, you can just make it work on CDS. You don't have to get applications. Think about custom scenarios which you can enable with that. Like, don't have to worry about sales, service, or marketing scenarios now. It also comes with the whole no-code, low-code push. Like, once we give it a PowerApps brand, it has to become simple. It has to be really simple to configure, simple to manage, and easy to understand what's going on. So that's where, that's the next thing with what it brings to the table. Now, with all of this, though, nothing is happening to your Dynamics 365 portals. Everything will keep on working as it is. When we go GA, all of you are running PowerApps portals automatically. No migration needed, no button click, nothing like that. Everything will just convert to your PowerApps portals without any change. That's going to be the brand. So all the portals are going to be called PowerApps portals going forward. Some sort of branding changes you will start seeing very soon. And then most will come once we go GA. Like, everything at that point of time will just be changed. It will be available to all Dynamics 365 customers, as well as PowerApps customers. There's no change in that. Everyone will go to the new portal experience, though. That's where we are going to be pushing people towards. With that, one quick change we'll probably do is you won't have to go buy portals anymore. You can just create them. And then we'll talk about licensing next month. Yes, so we are going to talk about licensing next month. Simple part. Whatever we, if you're making portals for employees, for your internal organization, it's exact same licensing as PowerApps. You get those users, you assign them a license. Whatever license works in PowerApps works on portals as well. So nothing will change for them. For external users, we are going to talk more details about it during Inspire time. And then, I just wanted to give you a quick glimpse. Like, I have been saying this term, Dynamics 365 portals, a lot. Like, who actually uses that? Like, some guys here raise their hand and then put it down when I ask them to come up on the stage. But there are actually people using it, though, right? So this is something which I do at every Ignite. I show Ignite over Ignite data, like what happened since last Ignite. But this is like midway, so we're going to talk about last 6 months. So today we have 13,000 portals, which are running, used by various companies for a lot of scenarios. There's a portal which is used by a company to track kangaroos in Australia. There's one where you can register as a dog breeder in some country. And there's a portal which is used by millions and millions of you today, even today. Like, I can't name that company, but like, all of you are using it if you are going to Social Security. I didn't mention any name, right? Then we have 8.03 million users. This is as of yesterday morning. That might be more now. This is all last 28 days. These are all unique people. This is both anonymous, authenticated, doesn't matter which authentication provider they came from. There are 8 million people using different form of websites. If you want to do a quick Google search for websites which have a domain name of microsoftcrmportals.com. That's the domain name. And you will find tons of websites which actually are using this. And this number has actually grown like 200% last 6 months. So it's like very rapidly growing. We just hit 200 million page views, which is last 28 days, unique page views, excluding all bot traffic, which is really, really huge. So this is 200 million, and this number has grown a lot as well. It's like 100% growth in last 6 months. And we have been like making all our Oompa Loompas in data center work to add more servers so that it happens. Then we do 52 million transactions every month. So 52 million, like what a transaction is, it's actually different from page views. Like what we call a transaction is anytime you interact with either CDS data, so you are viewing a CDS record, you are creating or editing a CDS record, not grids. Grids are not counted in it. You are deleting records, you are doing any action on it. You are doing search on Portal because Portal comes with a search experience. You are doing login or logouts. Those 6 categories makes 52 million. Out of this, we hit around 30 million CDS transactions, like create and updates every month, spread across various portals. And again, that number is like 100% up as well. So with that, I'm going to preempt, and I'm going to try to answer one of your questions. When is this available? So we are in a private preview right now. Unfortunately, it is pretty packed and closed. So we are not accepting new people in it. And it's like very short duration since we go public preview. July mid is when we are going to be public preview. It will be available for everyone. You don't have to do signups. You don't have to go mail me or harass me. Like, it will be available in your environment. You can go create it. Then in October release wave, that's when we go GA. We haven't nailed down a specific date yet. That's why I'm saying release wave. That gives me more leeway. But that's the time frame we are looking to GA this. Depends on how the feedback goes, whether people like it or not. So that way, we are going to decide what's our GA date is going to be. So what you can do today is you can actually subscribe to the public preview announcement because it's like a month away and you can forget. So we will mail you once it's available, and we'll let you know that what all are the capabilities, how you can get started, all of those kind of things. So there's a link in the deck. It's also linked from the blog which Charles published. So you can go and sign up for information. It's on PowerApps.com website as well. So you can go it from there as well. So with that, that's pretty much it, like what we had planned. So we still have like 10, 14 minutes to do Q&A. And please evaluate session once it's over. So, OK. All right, let's start from the left, all the way to the left.
Will it be available in Canada at the same time as everywhere else?
Yes. So Microsoft CRM portal or Dynamics 365 portals are already in Canada. So this will follow. On day 1, it will be available in Canada. Yes, sir.
Do you use connectors other than the common data service?
So this is primarily built on common data service. So you need that. You can connect common data service, like get data into common data service using connectors, and then display it. So, yeah.
Will you be able to
That's one behind you. Sorry.
will you be able to use your own domain name?
Yes. You will be able to configure custom domain names on top of the domain name we provide. Our one is just like as a FYI that this is where you go access it. The real one, you can actually upload it. Yeah.
So you showed the source code with HTML and logo. Can you show where you get to the CSS and bootstrap stuff?
Right. So those are web files. Actually, like how he uploaded an image, those are uploaded as there's a custom entity in CDS called web files, and all the files go there. So it's we can actually show that.
The theming is coming soon, so.
Oh, OK. Yeah. But we are going to have a better experience for you, which is actually coming soon.
Okay.
And we will show that to you when we go preview.
So the answer to that is the capability exists today. It's just in the data model. We will, in the new designer experience, we are finding ways to expose that so that users
Yep.
can switch between the HTML page and the CSS and be able to work there itself. But the capability already exists to put in custom CSS and custom JavaScripts on web pages.
Yes.
Okay, so looks like you guys put a nice wrapper on what the entities were to bring them to the front, give that citizen developer experience versus trying to have a hunt down into the entity model. 'Cause I keep hearing you talk about the web files and all the other entities that I know behind the
Right.
scenes.
Sure.
So that's telling me where you're headed.
Yep.
What about as far as feature functionality? The biggest complaint that I have is like business rules, and that I have them running in forms today that I can't bring into the portal.
Right.
Will that be fixed?
So it will be not in our October timeframe. That's something it's on our backlog to do, but it's not coming in October.
So if I get like 1,000 people that voted up by
It will come in October.
So yeah, that idea already exists. It's been curated, but
follow my Twitter, I'll send you guys are taking that on. It's definitely something that we need to get that logic in the forms.
Right.
Because you can build a form, but a lot of people want when this field is selected, then do this.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Instead of loading another form, and unless we use liquid code, or it doesn't let that citizen developer do that.
Correct.
The other thing you mentioned is the PowerApps branding.
Mm-hmm.
Are you actually able to run a Power App inside this portal?
So not today. That's our next goal, where we are able to get connectors, maybe working in some sort, have a better integration with Flow, and embed Power Apps, especially for employees.
Right, so it's not the fact, so a lot of people have been walking around the conference with the news thinking that Power Apps are now available to external people with
Right.
no licenses.
So there is also a Power Apps functionality, which has been announced, which is you can take a Power App and enable it for guest users in your AD tenant. So that is also external users, and that actually comes with Office licensing. So that's probably the one what people are talking about. Right, at the back.
When is it going to connect with FNO and DC?
So the way, what we are thinking with FNO is you have CDS environments, and you can get your data from FNO as a connector, and that's what you will display on portal. This is something FNO team is actually going to publish like a template, which kind of does that, so everyone can follow the same method.
Okay, and then can you write data into that?
So you will write it into CDS, and it goes into FNO through that route. Yeah.
Can you deploy these as a part of a DevOps pipeline?
So yes, you can, whatever configurations you are doing here, you can actually extract them out, because these are all data in custom entities in CDS. So there are tools to extract all the data out and basically bundle them in your DevOps pipeline and deploy it different environments.
Is that going to be an automatic process, or
So it's going to be you can automate it, because the tool actually gives you PowerShell commandlets. So that's something you can automate in your DevOps pipeline.
is there documentation on that?
Yes, right. Hey, yeah, sorry.
So if we create a person and entity beside like contact entry on CDS, can we just log in through that entity?
So you will log in through contact. Like that doesn't changes, because the user object is fixed, but you can relate it. Like if you do a 1:1 relationship, then you can get all the properties of your persona object on portal as well. And you can like change all the look and feel based on that. Even to entity, like even to permissions based on that. All right, yeah.
So this is going to be for portal accessing a CDS, right? So let's say we have a global presence and we want to have portal accessible across the globe.
Right.
How is this going to perform with various users in different regions?
So there is one part there. Your database always remains in one region, wherever you did, because CDS will be there. But from portal side, we act like most of your client side stuff, what we ship will be all in CDNs across the world. You can bring your own CDN as well to optimize that flow. So in general, we have customers today who have global presence and people access it from everywhere. It actually works pretty fine. Like there's not much latency there. Except for certain regions where there block access, like those kind of things become problem. But usually we don't have any complaints from customers on global performance. Yeah, you had a question. Right.
In the form scenario where you were showing that you can show the form on the portal, in that form, can we add our own HTML code if we want to?
Okay, so HTML code in the sense that to theme it, or?
No, just I wanted to have my own button control as an example into that form.
So like the buttons we showed, there's actually a advanced configuration where you can add more buttons and make them do anything else. Like that's something we support as a low-code option. Like you don't have to write HTML for that. You can also write your own button and post, like hide our stuff and post it.
Are you saying that I can add that button control as a
Yes.
drop and do whatever I want to do on click on?
Yeah, so it won't be like button control is not separate. It's part of the form. Within form, you will be able to say, I want to add more buttons. Yeah, so there's a configuration inside the form. Those are the sprinkles we added, so. All right, yeah.
Are there plans to add additional features around the LMN features that they've
ALM.
Yeah, where you can
Okay.
now include like a portal in a solution. that
So-
you Canvas apps.
So eventually, we are thinking about how to do that. Today, Portal is all data, like all configurations is data. So you can include it into a package, like a solution package, but not in solution as configuration. So we are thinking about how to fix that in future. Yeah, it's on roadmap. It's not planned yet. Like we are gonna fix it though. Someone had a question. That's it.
From a portal administration perspective, today we do a reset portal, restart portal, and we do all the custom domain name configuration, etc. Where are those administration?
Yeah, actually, they will remain as it is. There will be a, like, you want to show that?
Yeah. Just switch it. So glad you asked that. We are not leaving that. Also, we are making it much more simpler to get to the portal admin center. So if you are on the make.powerapps.com, from the portal itself, if you just click on settings, right? The primary settings of updating the name itself, you can do right from here. But if you want to restart, reset, whatever, click on the administration link. It's going to directly take you to the admin center, and you don't have to go through the Dynamics 365 administration applications tab and hop over to that. So it gives you a one-click experience right from here, because these are the administrative cases where we definitely feel that people will have to do that. So it should not be difficult for them. Sure.
Yeah.
So, in Dynamics 365 portal, whatever we configure is the data.
Yeah.
And to do solution import from one environment to another is a really big trouble. So how does this work?
So it's still the same thing. It's still data. The tool you use is configuration migration tool. That's will continue to work with this as well. And we can talk about challenges as well on how, like, what are those and how to fix it. Yeah. Yeah.
How does the capacity planning work in this scenario? Is it all calculated against the database capacity, or is it files? How does it work?
So all the data which you show or store from Portal, it's all in CDS. So it's all CDS database capacity, whatever you bought. For the compute, that's what we're going to talk about next month when we talk about licensing.
How about the logs? You mentioned there is logging.
So the way we do logs is we allow you to bring your own Azure Blob storage, though not store it in CDS. So you can just send all the logs there automatically. So that way you can manage it better. Yeah.
Can we connect it to another instance from a tenant that I created portal?
Mhm.
Think about like I am AS3 and I build a huge portal that I want to sell it, but I don't want to just give it away. So I just created the portal in my tenant, but I would like to connect its data to the customer tenant. Is it possible?
No, like that's something, there are still tenant boundaries. Reason being, you are in a way giving access for external apps to connect to your data, which is iffy. So we are not planning to open that up right now. Yeah. So at the back.
Regarding two questions. Regarding the backend, the admin side, do we still have SharePoint integration?
Mhm.
And second, because in the current portal, you just only can call either Nodes or Azure. So you have to play a trick to send it back to SharePoint. Is that more easier now?
Sorry, I didn't get it.
So the SharePoint configuration still remains from the administration center.
yeah.
So could you elaborate on the point where
When you are on the portal and you on the Dynamics 365, you say where you want to add the files, and you give you only two options: to Nodes or to Azure.
Okay, Nodes or Azure Blob Storage. Okay, right. So the SharePoint configuration right now is as it is, but that's something we are gonna enhance. Like where we will go with this is a lot of these capabilities which existed as settings or configurations you have to do, we will bring them over to all our new designer experience. So that way it will be more discoverable and simple to set. So we'll hide all the complexity which you have to deal with right now.
What can you not do in this that you can do in a Canvas app?
Anonymous access. I think, yeah, that's the first thing I can think about.
What can you not do here that you can do in a Canvas app?
Okay, right. So I think the connectors is the biggest thing that you can't directly connect to connectors. You have to go through CDS. And Canvas app also does a better job at flow integration. on how you can add flow buttons pretty easily. So those are the two major things we see today. And the third is obviously the ALM part, which is it's still data, so you have to use a different tool to extract it out. So those are the three things which you can say as a gap, and we are going to be fixing those.
Will PowerApp components work with the portals?
It-
And
okay.
second question is, will PowerApp expressions work with?
So PowerApps component, yes, in the fullness of time. So it's actually something those are super popular now, and we are thinking about how to get it done fairly quickly. So once they go GA, then the next step is going to be make them work on polls as well. But do add an idea for it and get as many votes as you will. Ping me that idea, I'll vote as well, because that's something which is super powerful. Expressions, we have kind of a different fork here because Liquid does the same job, but eventually we will explore if we want to use expressions, especially in the capacity they're used in model-driven app. Yeah.
Is Microsoft Dynamics marketing integrated with the templates like
Yeah.
how does that work?
So, so Dynamics Marketing actually has an event management template, which comes with a portal template as well. So you can actually directly use it. There's also capability in marketing, which is for landing pages, like you create landing pages, which all those landing pages can be configured and exposed through portals as well. Yeah.
So roadmap, do you plan to provide payment registration for possible future
Yeah.
customers?
So, right, not today. It was in our backlog. We kind of moved away from it because payment processing soon became way too many implementations with every provider. Eventually, we might come back to it, but at least not in short term. Yeah.
This is a weirdly specific question from all my mates. The SharePoint upload functionality, is there any plans to add file restrictions?
Sorry, say that again.
File restrictions, so like you can only upload a PDF or a Word doc.
So the way we do it is you can configure it. On client side, we'll check for MIME types and those kind of stuff. If you faked it, your server side configuration still applies. So whatever you have configured at the backend will be applicable. Yeah.
So can we use the portal, who logged them inside the session variables on the lookouts of the forms or
Yes.
threads that can we
Yes. So whosoever is logged in on the portal, there's a Liquid object called user, which will give you who is logged in and all his properties. Yeah.
You talked about multiple languages. Can you just toggle like dynamically because you were typing text directly in the editor and the grid names were typed directly? Can you actually have it kind of translation resort or something that would actually use the same portal but just toggle?
So we haven't built our translation experience into Designer yet. So when we'll do that, those are the options we are going to explore. So today it's like a different way of configuring all the languages. But what we do is anytime you create a web page and you have multiple languages, it creates copy in each language. So you can modify each and have a different life cycle for each. So that's something we're going to bring in on Designer and possibly think about maybe doing an automatic translation with like Bing or something to see if it, like whatever accuracy it provides. Yeah.
We have a different portal type. They have a custom portal, self-service portal, employee portal, etc. What will happen to those?
So those are just pre-built templates. They will remain as it is. They will be available to configure in future as well.
And we're planning to make that a bit easy. We're trying to see how we can get that experience in the make.PowerApps so you don't have to really again go back to the admin center to do that.
Yeah.
That's in works and plans, yeah.
Yeah.
Does Liquid template allow us to call external websites, such as maybe a different website that will just bring some tile from there? Can I just call it? Does it pull up the?
So Liquid won't because that is done server side. That is actually evaluated server side. But you can add JavaScript, which does that. And you can add JavaScript to get data, like iframe pages, as well as what I mentioned, a pro dev thing, where you can pass in an access token to a different endpoint as well.
And how does the
So today we actually do it automatically for you. You don't have to worry about it. Like as load increases, we will scale it out. What we are planning to is give you a control on it, like based on like you buy some sort of thing and then a portal scales accordingly. Those kind of things. So technically, we actually are running web apps at the backend. So yes. So it kind of scales out like that. That's what we said though. It's not exposed to users because it's a shared service what we run. But we are able to scale out automatically based on the load. Yeah. It's not planned. There's an idea for it. It's not that heavily voted yet. So add support to that and we are going to make it happen. Oh yeah, there's Nikita, so he's the tech guy, in case you have questions which are actually specific to tech.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, then.
Perfect.
I think we'll conclude the session. Any more questions you can feel free to
Yeah, if you had anything which comes later in mind, just drop us a mail and we'll be happy to answer those.